Like, share, and subscribe to Mango Readers, where stories come alive and kids fall in love with reading out loud. Give us feedback in comments, and we will share more stories with you. I Can Read, I Want to Be a Scientist by Laura Driscoll, pictures by Catalina Echeverry. I want to be a scientist. We set sail today on a ship headed for the North Pole. My mom is in charge of a team of scientists. They record whale songs, they take photos of their flukes. These scientists are marine biologists. Marine biologists study animals that live in the water. Like all scientists, they watch, listen, and collect facts. They test ideas to see if they are right. Sometimes scientists try to find the cause of a problem. Some of them try to solve problems. All scientists want to learn more about our world. There are lots of scientists on our ship. Each one has something to study while we are at sea, and I get to help. Eve studies water. She is a hydrologist. I am testing how clean the ocean water is, Eve says. I help her get today's water samples. Back on the ship, I bring the water to Ben. He puts it under a microscope. I'm counting tiny life forms in the water, Ben says. He is a microbiologist. I help Rosa with her underwater scanner. It is on the underside of the boat. We control it from a computer. I'm making a map of the seafloor, Rosa says. Rosa is a geologist. She studies the earth and how it changes. Up on deck, Jim wants to know what the seafloor is made of. Jim studies earthquakes, why and where they happen. Jim is a seismologist. Many strong earthquakes take place underwater, Jim says. Emma is at the weather station on the bridge. I help her record the air and water temperature. Emma is studying ice near the North Pole. Some ice is melting. Emma wants to know how fast. She is a climate scientist. We go with Ty and Lena onto the ice. Ty studies the weather. He is a meteorologist. Lena studies polar bears. She is a zoologist. Nat has come along to look into space. The sky at sea is so clear. He lets us look through his telescope. He is filming a meteor shower. Nat is an astronomer. There is so much to find out about the world. A botanist might ask, what plants do bees like best? An epidemiologist might ask, what causes a disease? A physicist might ask, what is the universe made of? Now that is a big question. Maybe someday I will try to answer it. Meet the scientists. Can you figure out who all the scientists are? We'll try them again. Marine biologist, a scientist who studies living things in the ocean. Hydrologist, a scientist who studies water, where it is, how it moves, and what is in it. Microbiologist, a scientist who wants to learn more about tiny forms of life, like bacteria. Geologist, a scientist who studies what the earth is made of and how it has changed. Seismologist, a scientist who tracks where earthquakes happen and how strong they are. Climate scientist, someone who studies long-term changes in Earth's temperature and weather. Meteorologist, a scientist who studies day-to-day weather. Zoologist, a scientist who tries to learn more about one or more types of animals. Astronomer, a scientist who studies space, including stars and planets. Epidemiologist, a scientist who studies diseases and how they spread. Physicist, a scientist who studies matter and energy and how they make up our universe. The end. Like, share, and subscribe to Mango Readers, where stories come alive and kids fall in love with reading out loud. Give us feedback in comments, and we will share more stories with you.